Hi there, I'm Miles Peterson, and you're watching the 3D Engineer. Now I am dying to show you what I have here. After months of literal blood, sweat, and tears, the H.O.R. Model 15 Super-Sirex is officially done. This is based off of the famous Siren in Hamilton, Ohio, and this is a completely functional miniature of it, with a moving rotator, 2 rotors and stators, 7 and 10 port, a big horn, lots of screws and hardware, and a barrel jack connector. Now, there are some of you out there who are probably wanting to build one of these, and you're not the only one. For those who want to download the parts, they're for free on Tinkercad, links in the description. You will need an account to download them, but that's free too, and I highly recommend it. Before we sound this guy off, I'm going to give you a quick overview that'll give you a better understanding on how it works and how you can build your own if you want to head that way. Now, without further ado, the H.O.R. Here it is up close, the H.O.R. Model 15 Super-Sirex. Right here we have a barrel jack going into the rotator. We have the 2 rotors and stators. Here is the 10-port rotor and stator. Here's the 7-port rotor and stator. And you can see that little shaft there. That is a 2mm motor shaft that I pounded out of an old DC Motors core. You don't have to do that, but I did. Really, any 2mm rod will work here in this case. This connects from the motor to this rotor to the other one, and that's joining the 2 rotors. Right where that shaft goes into the 7-port stator, I put a little bit of lubricant to keep it from scraping as much and eliminate any vibrations that might cause potential scraping. Here's the horn. Here's the mesh. That is 3D printable. The stand. That's pretty beautiful. Something important to note is that up here I actually have some weights. I don't know what these are made out of, but I got them from a balancing toy. You can really use anything, like any really big nuts or bolts you can put there as a good weight. This is really just to keep it from sagging too much on the front and causing rotator issues. Alright, now let's talk components here. Now, there's a lot more going on in the rotator box than meets the eye. Right here we have a 9-volt adapter, that's what this is, sticking out. This is a DC barrel jack. Links for all the parts are in the description, by the way. I'm going to go turn this around so it makes a little more sense. There you go. That is a 1:48 gear ratio DC gear motor, also known as a TT motor. In here there's a bunch of little gears that turn the rotator mechanism. A lot of fancy stuff. Unfortunately, I can't open this because everything is glued shut, so I do have some pictures that are on screen right now if you would look at those. Inside there, I have 2 DC to DC buck converters, or motor speed controllers, and what those do is regulate the voltage. So I couldn't have the gear motor run off a full 9 volts from the adapter, so it goes through the buck converter so I could adjust the speed of the motor, and the other one's to adjust the siren's pitch. It just controls the voltage to the actual siren, which goes up to the slip ring and up into that mechanism up there, up into the motor. And inside here is a 500 size DC motor. Those are pretty cheap to get off Amazon, spin at a great RPM, and have pretty long wind downs. Now let's get testing, finally! Remember, this is a 710 port siren, so it makes a really eerie sound, some may say. I'm going to be doing alert and attack. Right now I actually don't have a siren timer for this thing. I'm kind of working on making a new one. Capable of controlling a real siren. Oops, that was a spoiler for a future video. Alright, alert and attack. Manual, I'm just pressing the switch here. Here we go, it might take a second to catch up. Attack. Yippee! This is so cool. Well, that's it. This is my Harry O'Ritchie Model 15 Super-Sirex. Hope you guys enjoyed. This is a very fun, very complicated siren. I would love to hear your siren requests. If there is a siren you would want me to make in the future, don't hesitate to leave a comment below, as I will read it, and consider your ideas. Also, mega thanks to Trains and Sirens of Utah for even suggesting this siren. It may not have been possible without him. So, thank you. I'm Miles Peterson, and you stay creative.